How should you be preparing for the next market shift? I'm Tim Diesel, a commercial real estate consultant. Today, we're going to talk about how to be preparing for the next shift that's coming up. And it's already started happening. If you haven't noticed, in some markets, a lot of the real estate has been moving around, not as fast, I should say. It's been moving a little slower. So this is common because of interest rates. And if interest rates go up a little bit, you can afford less. Investors on most commercial assets, they can't buy at a 5 cap if their interest rate is around 4.5, right? It just doesn't make sense. So those cap rates are going to go up a little bit, and which is good, which is a sign of a healthy market. Things are moving around. So what should you be doing right now? Right now, you can still find deals. Whoever tells you can't find deals is absolutely not true. It's absolutely not true. You can still find deals. If you're trying to find a specific apartment deal, you're not going to find it. You're wasting your time. But in general, you can always find commercial property. You can always find deals. You can even find deals in single-family homes. If I was looking for those deals and I knew how, I would probably tell you, hey, here's a pretty cool strategy. But if you are, the biggest thing to be doing right now is building your network and your connections. You really should. That is the biggest thing. Because if there's nothing to invest in, don't just go trying to get a deal just because you need to get something. No, forget it. That doesn't make any sense. Unless it's something you can make some money on, right? If there is a value add play, well, if there isn't a value add play, you really shouldn't be buying it unless it's like a franchise tenant for 15 years and you're in a different stage. You're trying to protect your assets and your wealth at that point. That's totally different. But you're looking for value add opportunities. And when sellers sell those opportunities, most of the time, they're going to paint a picture of, hey, you could raise rents, you could do all this fun stuff, and they're going to give you hope that you can raise it up. And sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But really build your connections. So what happened in the mid-2000s, or maybe 2007 or 8, we lost a lot of the commercial brokers out there. And a lot of them just kind of went away. Now, they didn't necessarily not pay their licensing and not become a licensed broker anymore, but a lot of them didn't work as much as they did. And that was okay. Maybe they took another job, whatever the case is. It's just, we're going to lose a lot of those people. And it happens all the time. We're going to lose a lot of lenders. We're going to lose a lot of realtors. It's just the way the market washes itself out. The more connections you have, the better. And I mean, build those connections. Don't subscribe to, I mean, the thing I heard the most right now of what I'm hearing is you can find brokers on LoopNet or these websites like Crexy. Find the broker with the most listings. No, it's not necessarily true because their strategy is different. So you need to find brokers that will work with you. The top brokers aren't necessarily going to work with the newbie investors. They're not going to do that. Why would they waste their time? They already have a book of business that's feeding them a lot of deals and a lot of money. So that's why they're not going to return your calls. If you guys haven't noticed, don't take my word for it. Try it. Go out there, call those brokers on LoopNet. That's what everybody's telling you to do. It's not going to work. You need to find brokers that are kind of new, not brand new, but kind of new, that will give you a little bit of time, that'll work with you. Because you're trying to put together creative deals. You're not putting a straight cash offer together. You're not putting a 30% down standard bank loan. So build those connections. They're not going to work with you today, possibly, but they will in the future. Financing. Get those lenders. You want commercial bankers that have been doing this for years and years and years, and you really want to take them out maybe to lunch or something like that and just kind of pick their brain and let them know, look, you're not there to waste their time. This is going to cost you some money. It really is. And not big money, not like thousands of dollars, but if you take them out to lunch or coffee or something, you're stealing their time. So you can't expect to get all that for free and not give them anything, right? Because they don't get paid until you get a deal. So, and I'm the same way, right? I'm licensed and I do deals for people. So I'm very selective. I'm not going to just give deals away just because somebody called me and they said, hey, I want to be on your list. Well, no, my list is long. So who has been treating me the best? So I'm giving you guys the reverse effect of how this would really work. And it doesn't matter what city you're in, right? You could be in Ohio somewhere. Even if whoever the, so this is what I've noticed. Every city, every state, every county, there's always a top person there. Maybe they're not like the dominant person in the globe, but there's always a top broker of some sort, right? And maybe they do industrial or something. Whatever it is you're looking for, whatever it is, there's someone there. There's also a couple others. It doesn't, just one guy doesn't dominate the whole thing unless you're in such a small town no one's ever heard of. But if you make a couple of those connections, if you talk to a couple of those people and build them, talk to them a few times. You cannot expect to call them one time and now you're going to be on their list. No, this takes months. You really have to follow up with them. Hey, I hope you don't forget about me, whatever the case is. Now, finding these guys is so easy. You just Google the real estate offices close to you. Well, commercial real estate offices, right? You don't want to find a, I don't want to use any names, but you don't want to use the standard residential realtors. You want to use the commercial brokers and use the ones that are going to talk to you and work with you. And those are the ones you want to kind of make friends with. And if you don't like those people, find someone else. There's a lot of them out there. There's so many licensed real estate people. It's not even funny. Everyone's got a real estate license. Finding someone who's knowledgeable, that's where you're going to be up against the wall sometimes, because you really want to find someone who knows what they're talking about, who can help you grow your portfolio, help you make certain moves, connect you with the right people. So very important right now. You should just be building your network. Reach out to those CPAs, accountants, reach out to those real estate attorneys. And what's going to happen, see, people don't talk about this, but when the market does go down, people lose a lot of their assets. A lot of them are held in trusts. A lot of people, maybe they're divorced and they want to just liquidate everything. So you really need to have those contacts with those attorneys and just build as much as you can and put it on your schedule. Reach out to these people every 30, 45 days, whatever it is, and really take an interest in how they do their business, and they'll definitely work with you long term. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions on anything, please let me know. Thank you.